it's Markyroson here, and today I just have a World of Tanks Tech Tree tutorial video that is courtesy of CraigKillsYou and AcedArmored Division TV. I'd like to give a special shout out to them for putting this together, and thank you. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video.
Hi folks, this is CraigKillsYou. I'm playing the World of Tanks. Today I'm going to be doing a tech tree tutorial in collaboration with Markyroson Gaming. And if you like this tutorial, make sure to like and comment below. Ask us if maybe you want another tutorial, or tell us some things about this tutorial that should have been in here. But without further ado, let's get the tech tree tutorial started. So at first you'll see that you get your tier 1 tank with your basic stock configuration. And once you get more experience and money, you'll be able to buy upgrades. And once you get even more experience, you will complete the tank's upgrades. And then you will get a thing that will say it is an elite tank. That means you've completed all the upgrades and you've researched all the possibilities. Once you've researched a possibility and you figured out what you wanted, you can now start to get more in depth into the world of tanks and figure out more about the different types of vehicles that there are. For starters, there are SPGs, light tanks, tank destroyers, medium tanks, and as you'll notice later on, heavy tanks. Each line leads to a different type of tank and a different strategy that will have to be employed to have success in those tanks. But at the lower tiers, it's good to explore your options and see what you like. Find out what each tank has to offer and explore. You're not trapped by, a lot of work to get to where you've been. You can go back and you can try something else. Once you've figured out what tank you like, then you'll keep progressing all the way up to tier 10. There's a couple things that you should know upon progressing past tier 4. There are two places where the game starts to really change for people. Tier 5 and Tier 8. That is because the level of competition that you're facing starts to change as well. At Tier 5, you'll notice that there's not a lot of people running around without a purpose. People are focused, and they're trying to win the game. You'll notice that the Tier 7 drivers seem to know a little bit more about what they're doing. And you'll learn these ins and outs and tips and tricks of what your tank should be doing on the battlefield and what different positions you should look for. And then once you've reached tier 8 yourself, you'll notice the game will change again. Tier 10 players know everything there is to know about the game. A lot of them are very experienced and have many different strategies that you can learn just by watching them. These are important tiers because they're also big choice makers. At tier 5, you'll be making a big commitment, committing 14,000 experience into most tanks. Whereas the previous tier might have only cost you 4,000. Once you've reached tier 5, you'll notice that the branches usually become larger. There's more tanks to choose from that have many different possibilities. And if you're confused by all of these different tanks, research them. Just go onto YouTube. Look up, M36 Jackson review. And there'll be a World of Tanks player out there who has reviewed that tank and can tell you the pros and cons of it. Ask the community. If you see a Jackson in the lobby, ask them, hey man, how's the Jackson? And I guarantee that the player will tell you without even thinking about it. The community is very friendly, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to research the game and figure out why things happen the way they do. This time is the time at tier 5 where you want to figure out where you want to go to tier 10. As you can see by the amount of tanks I've researched just in the American line, it took me quite a bit of time to figure out where I wanted to go. But I tried a lot of different tanks and I had a lot of fun and a lot of different experiences. So, once you've advanced, you're going to start to notice that some tanks may require you to get a track upgrade before you get your turret and gun upgrade. In a simple way to put this, if you're asking why, a simple way to put this is because the tracks of the stock tracks, I should say, do not support, cannot support enough weight to be able to support the extra weight of the turret and gun. So what you'll need to do is upgrade the tracks before you can upgrade anything else. It's always a good idea to do your research on this. Figure out if you do need the tracks before you need the turret, because it's a colossal frustration when you spend all the time to get 2,650 research points into the turret, only to find out you can't put it on because you need 2,450 research experience points to get the tracks. Make sure you do your research on each tank that you find. Eventually, you'll reach your tier 10, and the goal will be complete until you decide to do another nation's grind. Each nation comes with a different set of strategies and a different set of things that make them unique. Positives and negatives that make the nation different. You'll notice some nations may be similar, but still have some key differences. Hopefully this tech tree tutorial has been very helpful for anyone watching, and if you've liked it, make sure to like it. Also, you want to make sure to look up AcedArmored Division on the World of Tanks. We're recruiting new members daily. Finally, follow us on YouTube. Follow Markyroson Gaming on YouTube. New videos all the time and many different things from both of our channels. This has been a quick tech tree tutorial brought to you by Markyroson Gaming in partnership with AcedArmored Division. This is CraigKillsYou, and I'm signing out.